recipe, so I hope you are all here. And you're gonna wanna, again, grab all your children if you guys are not doing some schoolwork, because this is a fun, delicious one that is a kid pleaser and a crowd pleaser. So thank you all for joining today's Friday cooking demonstration. My name is Mona Cabrera, and I'm the registered dietitian of the Hogue Lifestyle Program here at Hogue. And every Friday we do a fun cooking demonstration. So today is a very decadent, rich, sweet, but not too sweet. And it's called the black bean brownie batter dip. Do you guys all remember as children licking that brownie bowl with your mom and her telling you don't lick because there's eggs in it? Well, this you can lick. No eggs in this. So, not too many ingredients, and it's a great dip to have anytime, and it's an amazing snack even that has protein and fiber, which are both important to have when you're having a snack, so they fill you up and not fill you out. So, a lot of nutrition in this little recipe here, and I'll be talking a little bit about the ingredients as I go along. But let's get started here. So you need some black beans, and I keep it simple. I just buy organic canned black beans, just rinse them out, wash them, and they're good to go. So I need 1 cup of black beans, and we're gonna put everything in the food processor and blend that up. So if you don't have a food processor, feel free just to use your blender. That will work too. So we're gonna measure out here. My black beans were already opened and rinsed, ready to go. So I'm putting a cup. Almost a can. Can has almost like a cup and a half. So we have the beans there. So we have a cup of beans. Next, we're going to add some nut butter. 1/4 cup, no sugar, nut butter. So when you're purchasing nut butter, always read your label, your ingredients, make sure there's nothing added except the nut. But if you have a nut allergy, feel free to use a seed butter, like your sunflower seed. So I'm doing almond butter, but you could absolutely choose peanut butter, whichever you like. So I need 1/4 cup. So I have my little 1/4 cup here. And I could probably just pour it here. And I have crunchy, but it's just all gonna be blended, so it doesn't matter. So we have some healthy fats and lots of nutrition from our almond butter. So we're gonna add that. So the next ingredient, we're gonna add a little bit of cacao powder. And if you're a chocolate lover, everybody has cacao powder in their house. It's so versatile. You could add it to smoothies, you can add it to coffee, and lots of antioxidants in our cacao powder. So I have it in a jar, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons. I have a tablespoon here. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons. So here's 1, let's dump it in there. And here's the other. Dump it again. So that's the cacao powder. I buy organic cacao powder. And then the next is pure maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness. And just 1.5 tablespoons. So get your tablespoon. Okay. And we'll put 1/2 tablespoon. I'm just going to use the same. Dump that in there. Okay, now a little bit of vanilla extract. And we just need a half a tablespoon of that. So I'm just using my tablespoon. I'm going to put half of that in there. Dump it. This is the easiest recipe because it's just dumping and blending. And then a little bit of cinnamon and 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I'm just going to give it some shakes. Okay. And then a pinch of salt. Got my Himalayan salt, just a pinch. So just a little pinch there. And that's it. Okay. So now we are going to blend this up and we are going to have an amazing dip. You know how hummus and dipping our chips and our carrots and our cucumber and hummus is such an amazing snack? So this is just a sweeter version of hummus. Instead of using the garbanzo beans, we're using the black beans. And what I do when I serve this to guests and parties, I let them enjoy the food, and then when they leave at the end of the night, we do a little guessing game, and I ask everyone if they can guess what was in their delicious, decadent dip. And they never believe that it's made out of black beans. So you can do that with your guests when you serve this up. It's really fun. So let's see, let's get this in the lock position, and we are ready to blend. Takes like 30 seconds. That's about it. Okay. Super quick. Now we're going to put it in our bowl. And we're going to add the chocolate chips after. It does call for 2 tablespoons dark chocolate chips, and we'll just add that at the end. Okay, let's scoop this out. It's pretty thick, just like it should be. Now we'll put it in a bowl. Why not? So I want to talk a little bit about the nutrition of the black beans. So black beans are a plant-based source of protein and fiber. So both are needed, like I said, in a healthy snack. So with both of those, the protein and fiber, your blood sugar will not go crashing down, and it's going to help fill you up. And especially with the nut butter in here, the fat is going to be filling. And one thing about beans, black beans don't get enough credit, so I want to talk a little bit about them. They are so high in calcium, magnesium, zinc, and they're naturally low in cholesterol and sodium and fat. And since they are high fiber with resistant starch, they are very good for our digestive tract. The resistant starch makes the food, the black bean, have a low glycemic index, which means it doesn't raise our blood sugar. So beans are just a great source of protein and carbohydrates, even for diabetics. So if you're type 2 diabetic, the beans are a great food to add into your diet. And black beans are very rich in phytonutrients, especially flavonoids and saponins. So they have a lot of benefits in our body. They do help fight chronic diseases, cardiovascular disease especially. So they also help lower our cholesterol levels. So I do encourage more meals using plant-based protein. So it could be black beans, garbanzo beans, lentils. 1 cup of black beans has 15 grams of protein and 15 grams of fiber. So it has a lot of benefits on our upper GI tract and our lower GI tract. So much nutrition in them, so I can't stress it enough. So having it in a little dessert is a good way to get the nutrition at the same time without added sugar. So I think I got it all out of here. None to be wasted because this is just amazing stuff. And you can serve it with whatever you want to dip in it, but it goes really well with strawberries, chocolate and strawberries, right? So this is like a brownie. This is like brownie batter. Doesn't it look like brownie batter? I'm going to show you closer. You can see it's very low in sugar. I only used a tablespoon and a half of the maple syrup. So there we go. Let me show you what that looks like here. Oh, we need to add our chocolate chips. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. So not a lot of sugar again. Very low. The darker the chip, the less sugar it has, right? So we're just going to fold those in. Okay. It's a great dip to have if you're having a party or at the holidays, anytime, right? This weekend when you're home with your children. So we're gonna serve this with strawberries. So I just washed and cut off the stem of some strawberries here. And I'm gonna show you the dip really in just a second, closer to the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. I promise you it looks like brownie batter. Okay, let me show you here. So what did it take, like 5 minutes? 5 minutes to make this beautiful dip. Can you see that? There you go. So that is our brownie. I'll show you a little closer. And served with our strawberries. So let's see how that is. I need to get a chocolate chip on there, right? There you go. So I wish I could share this with you, but I'm gonna taste it for you. Nobody will guess that there's black beans in here, you guys. I promise you. So we have black bean and brownie batter dip today. That concludes the food demo. I'm gonna put the recipe later for you. So if you wanna get the ingredients from the store, you only need 1 can of black beans, 1/4 cup of non-sugar nut butter. You need the 2 tablespoons of cacao powder and some maple syrup, vanilla extracts. You might have most of these items in the house, cinnamon, and a little bit of salt, pinch of salt, and some dark chocolate chips. And use any nut butter that you like. I used almond butter today. So that concludes my cooking demo today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please put them below. Again, if you haven't subscribed and you're new to our channel, please subscribe, hit the subscription button. That way you get notifications when we're coming on. We're on most days of the week with an exercise video, a nutrition topic, or a cooking demo on Friday at 2 o'clock. So, super delicious. I hope you enjoy this dip and try it yourself with your kids and your family. And until we see each other next week, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me today.